What's going on, Helldivers? Today we're going to be talking about how you can farm super credits in-game. Of course, you can buy these with real money, but if you would prefer to just play the game and earn them as you play, I'll show you a quick way that you can do this. First thing we're going to do is equip some light armor. This is if you're doing it solo, and I'm going to be doing this on trivial difficulty because I'm doing it by myself and it makes it easiest to just clear out worlds pretty quickly. Of course, you can get these super credits on any difficulty you play, but if you're doing trivial mode like I am, I definitely recommend using the light armor so you can move a little bit faster and have some faster stamina regeneration. So we're going to pick whichever planet we prefer. It's definitely a little bit easier if you choose one that doesn't have a lot of mountains or forests or anything like that, a little bit more of an open terrain so you can see around a little better and find points of interest quicker. When we're selecting our drop spot, we're going to not really go for the objective right away. I like to do these beacon ones because you can just destroy the beacon and you don't have to actually wait for all the things. You can just throw an airstrike or something at it. We're going to pick kind of far away from the main objective. We're going to sweep around the whole map and then we can finish up, do the objective later, or we can just quit stratagems that I'm going to bring with me. I'm going to take grenade launcher just because it has explosive damage, the jump pack so I can clear ground quicker, and then the last two are personal preference or something you think will help you complete the main objective a little easier. So once we get down to the planets, I'll show you guys a couple things to look for, some pretty popular places that super credits are hiding on each world. The first thing to note is these shiny yellow beacon things that flash. You can usually see them from pretty far away. It's a great example of why you should choose a flatter, less busy, not mountainous or foresty planet to do this on, because you can see those from much farther away. So once we get to the flashing beacon crash site thing, whatever it is, just go ahead and open it and grab your rewards. It's very common for there to be super credits in here, but it's not guaranteed. As you can see from the clip, I got requisition slips. The next thing that you're going to look for at points of interest are these shipping containers. I've seen them in orange and blue. I'm sure there's some other colors that they put them on different planets, but if you have any kind of explosive weapon, you can shoot these doors off, go in, and there'll be two pickupable items for the most part. Pretty popular for one of them to be super credits. When you are finding super credits in these containers, you'll either find 10 per pile that you pick up, or if you get really lucky, you'll find a pile of 100. I've only found one 100 pile so far. The more you hunt for them, though, the higher chance you have of finding the 100 piles. So when you are looting points of interest, a good way to tell if you've gotten everything from it, some people may not know this already, but you can open up your minimap, and if you look at the point of interest, it'll be a little diamond icon. To change the icon from the diamond into the map marker again, all you have to do is collect all the requisition slips, common, super rare samples, and super credits at a location. Once you've done this, you can zoom back in and you'll see that the map marker has replaced the diamond that used to be at that location, and that signifies that you've gotten all of the rewards from that location. You can see again here, we'll zoom in and pick up those two common samples, and the icon changes from the diamond back to the map marker. When you're opening up the shipping containers, I'm using the grenade launcher, and that's why I took the grenade launcher with me. Any kind of explosive will work, so you can throw grenades at it, or use any stratagems to open it if you run out of grenades or anything. That's pretty much all there is to it. I did a little bit of experimenting, and I'll show you guys here. You can abandon the mission and you will still retain any of the super credits that you picked up. The downside to doing this is that you'll lose any of the samples that you get. So if you're just doing trivial, it's mostly common samples, which isn't a huge deal. But I was hoping that you'd be able to go back to the war map and then choose the same planet and just pick up the same mission. But if you abandon the mission, then you no longer have the option to do the single player mission there. You can see here, I started with 605 credits, and after around an hour of playing super casually, just running through the really easy levels, I'm at 685. So Helldivers, if this video helped you, make sure you give a fellow Helldiver a big hug for democracy, and I will see you in the next one. Please consider subscribing, and don't forget to dive headfirst into that pelican.